I think the ones that were missing, was it Sorcerer and and Warden, or was it Nightblade?
Warden.
Definitely Wardens.
Warden needs to be
I think
there.
it's all Wardens at this point.
It's only Wardens.
Everybody needs to bring a Warden DPS.
I think we probably have everything, but Mitch, are you on your Warden?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Of course. Thank you.
What the hell kind of a question is that?
He's forgotten all about all the rest of his characters.
Oh, Asian is also on a Warden.
Yeah.
Do you have the achievement on the character that you want it for already?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just doing this to speed. All right,
So we're doing this to speed it up and also to have fun.
no problem. As long as you feel confident in your ability to do it still, then not. Sig and I were talking a little bit before we got started here, and after raid, we're gonna do a little bit of a poll for going forward on what approach we want to take. As I have said earlier, once Sunspire comes out, we're going to be focusing on Sunspire, right? I think everybody was expecting that, and we'll also hop in there as soon as PTS hit. Given the nature of the difficulty of the later achievements in our progression here, it's unlikely that we'll finish all of them before it comes out. So we'll be interrupting it to go into Sunspire, and then when we've done all the stuff that we want to do in Sunspire for a time, then we'll revisit the later ends of the achievements and continue from there. But in terms of bridging the gap here, what I said last week, as far as I know, still stands, and that we're going to do achievements both nights to get as many done as we can, and then whenever we have a night, which might not be all that uncommon, whenever we have a night that... What's the problem here? Oh, you're stuck.
No, leave him. Leave him.
Yeah, that's your fault. Whenever we have a night that we don't have enough people to do an achievement,
Hold on, wait, I have an idea. I know how to get you out, Darwin.
Critical roll or something. That's when we'll do the Craglorn.
Oh, shoot, don't have that ability.
Craglorn stuff, and we'll just make some money that way. So you can probably count on doing all 3 Craglorn runs,
I can't get
trials on that, to get like 60k, just like port to the entrance, to get your money and so on. But yeah, so that's what we're looking at there. Anyway, what the poll is for is there's just 2 ways that we can approach these achievements, and they both have their merit. So we're just gonna go with a majority. I have my vote in this one. I'm not going to abstain because I do have a preference, but it is in no way a strong preference, and I'll be very content if I'm in the minority here. Both are totally fine. One way is as it's currently listed, where we're going to rotate through the trials, keep the variety going, and just keep hopping from trial to trial doing achievements. The other way is a bit more efficient, but can get a little bit more static, would be to do all of the achievements in one trial and then move on to all the achievements in the next trial, barring the hardest ones like TikTok Tormentor and such like that, where we'll still hold off those on the end. So what it would mean is, rather than moving pretty much every time, it would be a whole lot in one, and then a whole lot in the next, and a whole lot in the next sort of thing. So those are kind of the 2 choices there. We're not going to vote now in chat. You guys can think about it and so on over the night and see which one you prefer to do. And afterwards,
I don't really give out too much
and
PvP
then whether
advice.
or not we do a vote in chat here at the end, we might do, or I might do like one of those.
Transmutation's a pretty decent one. Obviously, you want Olurime as well, but beyond those 2 sets, I don't know. Lich maybe for PvP,
the choices,
for sustain, but that's mostly for
does anybody have any
DPS,
questions about any of the stuff that I was just talking about there? That was like our equivalent of
so those are like the 2 sets that I know of that are using PvP, Transmutation and Olurime, but beyond that I don't really know for PvP healers. And in terms of testing on PTS, yes, I have done some racial tests, and I have also come to the conclusion that Khajiits are actually pretty decent.
Hang on, how much stam do we have?
First horn, my horn first.
Just paired. I'm gonna do this one.
me?
I'm a match player tonight.
Wolf looks like he's on stam.
Alright, so
Oh,
one
that's
stam
right.
too?
Yep.
Just 2? Alright.
2 stamps. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna give this a go here in 3, 2, 1.
Horn.
Okay, 3, 2, 1.
My horn freaks.
My horn in 3, 2, 1.
But X kind of makes up. It's nice. Okay. All right, so we can go ahead and port into halls.
Is anybody wearing IA? Because I got it on right now.
Oh, that's cool. Mine's keybound to Cloud Rest.
Call you, Mitch. Thanks. There's halls. Looking all over for it.
Falcon, what are you doing sneaking around, you creepy guy, you? Stand up. Too spooky. Thank you.
For tonight here, as we go through halls, I don't think there's going to be anything special until we get to the Assembly General, and when we do, it'll be hard mode, right? But tonight, I think will be the time, unless there's an achievement that I'm forgetting about, that we'll do the slow way, just for the sake of beating hard mode here. So we still won't do everybody in the trench, but then after that, going forward, we're going to learn the trench way in order to try to make the fight fast enough for speed run to be a possibility. But let's just get through hard mode first here, and I think this way will be easier for learning just to clear it, and not necessarily learning the fastest way. But we'll do that soon. For the end, I'd love it if we could have a couple of Novas. I think our so if just heads up, if two of you could for the end have Nova ready, we'll be using it. Also, nope, that's it. That's all my stuff. All right, we can stack up on the door when we're ready here.
Do you want the Nova? Do you want to call out when to use the Novas? Or do you want them
Yeah,
okay.
We'll talk about it when we get there. I think we said like 7% and 3%.
Oh, this is for hard mode? Oh, that makes
yeah.
sense. Okay.
Just kill it before we go into exhaustion.
Probably will happen now that our DPS is much higher.
Now you got bloodthirsty too, so
Yeah.
When did we do hard mode?
a really long time ago.
Well, as last spring.
For Cloud Rest? Okay.
Yeah, it was way before Cloud Rest.
It would have been
I think a night and a half of progression on it.
yeah, because we had Asylum. It might have been actually.
Might have been like that week after we cleared hard mode Asylum.
Yeah, I think it was. So we did Maw, and then we did Asylum, and then we did a little bit of Halls, and then Cloud Rest.
Oh, there was the last one before Cloud Rest was Maw hard mode. But here, let's go through the door.
Okay.
And, 3, 2, 1, wah! And who are, is it Octavio and Asian who are tanking?
Yeah.
And you guys, I think you guys know where I like things stacked, right?
Yes.
I just don't care.
I know I do. I don't know about Octavia.
Okay.
Just follow.
So if they're not where I want them to be, I can yell at them.
Yes,
No, you can
Okay.
totally. Ugh, ice blockade snare, so good.
You got this first.
I got left side.
Go behind, or the tank's going behind the mushroom. Yeah. That's. Oh, it's so beautiful.
My horn, 3, 2, 1.
Stack them up again. Let's try to avoid.
Interrupt that one. Way on the far side.
Let's not do double pulls unless it's part of the plan is to do the double pull.
I didn't pull anything.
No, I'm just thinking ahead. I think last time
You don't have to be proactive like that. Why would I do this?
Can't you do the death ball strat all the way through this trial?
Yes.
Sort of, I guess. Yes.
Aren't you supposed to?
I know this first trash is pretty much like
Destined slot.
and
death pull everything. Yes.
Here is fine. We don't need to pull the next one.
My horn, 3, 2, 1.
Kat, do you have an alpha gear for Purge Bot?
Yes. I have an alpha gear for every one of these bosses.
Wonderful. Nice.
Cat is best, most prepared healer.
So, who's excited for Necromancer?
Necromancer coming.
It's gonna be pretty cool. All of the things are pretty cool for them.
You guys are heathens.
I want to make a
Unholy
necro
magic.
tank so I can be a bone colossus.
I already reserved a name for it.
What is it? Tell me.
I don't know if I want to keep it or make another one, but it's Graveyard Reaper right now. Because Graveyard's one of
Oh,
my
you made the
AoE skills.
character already. I get it.
Yeah, to reserve the name.
That's smart.
Beautiful.
Because see, I was gonna be sitting up on midnight of patch day, just like refreshing it until I could log in and Necromancer with that name. Whatever you said.
All right, we're gonna do this the slow and steady way here, just because I want to get through it on the first pull.
Let me slap Purge real quick.
Yep. Purge is good.
Don't need shimmering for this fight.
We can have all the magic of people slap Purge. Wonderful.
You should not need to worry about it. But fine.
Okay.
Do you
Just
have,
in case.
Do you have like
die?
Do you have like Bright Throat and Lich or something?
Lich and Worm.
I maybe have been doing Purge Bot the whole time when we were doing and not doing these.
Alright. And then for tanky people, let's see if we can try to break the chains a little faster. Sometimes they've been a little slow. Let's try to get them nice and quick here. 3, 2, 1, go. We're still gonna focus down the ads when they come out. If we're ever at a point where the chains are being broken slowly, we'll. Or I'm sorry, not the chains breaking, the shields breaking. I'm saying. Speed up. If ever we're at a point where that's going slow, we'll stop DPS on the boss. Ideally, we won't ever have more than 2 at a time. There's a sphere up on the. Well, cardinal direction's good, so I can say north.
Yes.
Sure. All right.
I prefer over here and over.
It's broken.
Beautiful. Beautiful. East.
Get on it out.
Right there, over there.
Over here. Over there.
You can go a little faster there. Let's get the res on Wolf. Here we go.
Out. Interrupt. Thank you. Broken.
Just straight west.
My horn.
That's me too what? Sure we get those
Broken.
strokes down. Nice job. This is going really good on the switch, guys. That's
Do you still want me to hold him by the sphere that we just broke?
I don't mind as long as you break the things fast. Technically, yes, but as long as you get to the next one quickly.
Ooh, double. There's also a Shulk on an Octavia.
Not broken yet. There we go. You got it. Let's get the other sphere here quick. Nice job. And we're at 30 on Positrix, so we're gonna only get him down another 10%.
Come on.
Bring it over, and that's enough on Positrix.
Broken.
Okay. We're gonna get this sphere down and then change target.
My horn, we do what?
Southwest.
Ridiculous.
Not broken yet.
Disconnecting.
There we go.
And east.
Are we gonna be back in here? Because I want to be the first spot.
Wow.
Come back in.
We'll be back in here.
I have 2 Shulks on me.
There are more achievements in here, so whether it's immediate or...
Double.
Alright, let's get these spheres down.
I still have 2 Shulks on Positrix.
Let's get the sphere down. If we can just have some people just... or actually, I'll just let some people rock with you. Get out of here, Shaw.
Interrupt. Positrix.
Res is there.
My horn, 3200.
Got Pablo.
Double. Double.
1 is broken. Yeah, there you go. Get the other one.
Southeast.
My horn, 3, 2, 1. Coming from the north side.
You got it.
Help Schultz.
Not quite. There you go.
Yeah. Good.
Yep, you got it.
Mine, 321.
Okay, and we don't need to break anymore. We'll just kill them now, so don't worry about moving them.
Stack it, burn.
No. Alright, from the other side. Keep big heals going, Cat.
That's what you get, Mitch.
Res.
That's what you get.
Oh no, it's over. It's over. There we go.
I don't want to
Good
blame
stuff.
anyone, but I got taking aimed.
Should have dodge rolled it.
Dodge roll. That was good. Good. Thanks, that was much faster. I like that.
Actually, I'll keep Perch on.
Good job.
Magnet.
The automata are reacting to it.
Give the healers a sec to switch.
Yep, no problem.
Thank you.
And-
I'm good. Cat.
And do we still have a top group as the same as last time?
South 1.
South 1, South 2, West
There was
2, and
2, I think. I can do whatever.
who's our... Okay, so if you're our 4th top, then Loki, I think... Oh,
Oh, nope. Loki gets to
never
stay down
mind.
here.
You're nothing then, Loki.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nothing.
That's
And
fine.
Kevin,
You're
gonna,
I'm used to it.
Kevin's gonna scream at me when you're done your sphere.
Yep.
beautiful.
I want to hear
healers are
passion
good.
in it. I want to hear hate.
Got you. I gotta practice for my Conquest Paladin roleplay.
Perfect.
Alright, I'll take plus.
Yeah, I'm used to off tanking this.
Yeah. Alright, Richard.
Oh. Alright, I think we're ready here. Let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. I like the little kill box here to be in this hexagon. Octa.
And the booty.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, yeah, look, that Cootie's way out there. Don't worry, Darwin, I've got you.
Yeah, that's a good point. Literally everything in this game is just reduce the triangles.
Interesting.
Alright. We're just gonna pull right away if you want to drop your ground ice or whatever.
My horn start.
My body is ready.
The entire graphics card industry
3, 2, 1, horn.
simply drawing triangles faster. That's not a joke.
It's true.
This is true.
I just like to think of it that way.
Steam?
Don't stand in the steam.
No, be a hero. Stand in steam.
The Department of Healing is not responsible for you if you stand in steam.
Okay, top group. Have fun.
Sorry about it. I haven't worn it in a very long time, so I'm not used to it.
That's okay.
I'm wearing IH for this one.
Oh, okay. That's good.
My horn, usually.
We can just leave them still.
It is done.
My horn, 3, 2, 1.
It's good, but I didn't hear the hate. 3, 2, 1, push. Okay, all right.
That was very, very fast up. That was very nice.
My horn in 3.
You've done well.
Oh wow, this DPS is high.
Should we turn it down?
No, it's okay.
3, 2, 1.
It's that Stam DK bringing us up.
Yeah.
Gee, we're gonna get spinnies soon.
Raising the standard, if you will.
You want? I'll take this one until you're out.
Yeah.
My horn, you doing?
Okay, next one's gonna be a spinny. My horn. Oh,
Conduit south.
Let's get rid of that.
Spinny in the
conduit.
center. Careful.
Don't stand up this way.
My horn, 3, 2, 1.
You know what, guys? I'll tell you. I think this guy just didn't know that he was up against a great warrior here.
Yeah, darn.
Didn't know
Just
what he was
a
signing up
great
for.
warrior.
Conduit south.
Get it down.
Shocky in the center. Careful. Coming northeast.
My horn in 3.
My horn. In the middle.
Alright, on the buttons. 3, 2, 1, push!
Conduit.
Horn in.
Yep. Go ahead and kill that conduit there.
That's my scheme.
I think we're gonna do another top phase. So,
Okay. That's good, because Kevin needs more time to work on his anger voice.
That was my conflicted voice.
that was really nice, everybody. I'm pretty sure we still don't have the DPS to just do Powerhouse without going top at all, right? We had to do full 2. phases up top, so I don't think we'll
It'd be fun to try sometime.
We are
More damn DPS.
more stam.
More stamps.
Maybe we could try
You
building for
could
it.
you could do that with one healer.
Yeah.
Maybe I should just make a stammed in build for
We
this.
can. We're coming up on Powerhouse pretty soon. When we get there, we'll decide here as a group how we want to approach it.
DPS.
Yeah. Okay. One of the off tanks want to grab everything on the right side while we all run left.
Sure. Do that.
Great. All right.
We're all upstairs, right?
Try not to proc Alkosh if you're an Alkosh tank. Just don't synergize.
There's such thing as a non-Alkosh tank?
Oh, it bugs out the ads.
Oh, could I bring like a stam healer that can be a werewolf?
It makes the ads spawn in the wrong place, and it makes them. They spawn with their shield. It's because the Alkosh dot like hits them before they've spawned, so they start. It's really weird, really weird. I'm doing a bad job explaining it, but just don't use it.
Fight, just don't.
Once we have started the boss fight, that's fine. It's don't use Alkosh on the trash. Also, if you want to do that, Mitch, that is fine. If you think your werewolf Sam healer is going to do enough damage.
My horn 3, 2, 1. Fat deeps times.
Where the Black Rose weapon is to work.
The problem is that I heal the rest of the trial.
Oh well, you could switch after that fight. You don't need to do the whole raid with it.
Oh, then I might as well bring another DPS.
DPS, yeah.
Tick, are you running a Black Rose Destro?
Yeah, that was.
Do you swap
there's
it for trash?
Trash.
There's
Yeah.
still trash over here.
It's trash.
And you take off Maelstrom for it?
No, I leave Maelstrom on. I got my. I got 3 pieces of Master Architect.
Oh, okay.
That was like Burning Spell Wave, Grothar, Master Architect, and yeah, that's. Black Rose
my
weapon.
Black Rose there. Darwin, I'll buy a carrot.
4 million.
I'm in for that carry as well.
Alright. You guys know he's sold a Black Rose run for 4 million? That's insane. Okay, alright. Stack up on the thing up here, because otherwise you're gonna get attacked by the bad guy. Good.
Bad man.
And
bad man.
which tank is gonna push buttons?
I'm taking ads.
Alright, here we go. Go ahead and pull. I will pull.
We could probably do 3 horns here. Who's got first horn?
I can get mine up in a second. Okay.
I got first.
Okay.
Alright. Octavio, then Adrian, then Cat. And then if Octavio's is up, then he'll do his, and then I'll just do trees for the rest of the time.
Cool.
Warden Tanking boots.
11, 2, 1.
Two
We're moving.
Calefactors.
So if Alkosh bugged out those ads there, they would have spawned right next to the boss instead of where they did. That's what it does. It's really
11, 2, 1.
My horn 3, 2, 1. Two Calefactors again.
Ooh.
Like 3, 2, 1.
Let's have Octavia, can you grab those reses there quick?
Yep.
Oh, the
Only
calefactors.
calefactors.
Careful, Steam.
Yay, bloodthirsty.
Oh, rip.
Ooh.
Rip indeed.
Bad though. You did 47k more DPS. Right, 47k
Oh,
more.
jeez.
There we go.
If I had damn healer, we would have been able to clear it. That powerful assault buff, that's what we needed.
We had another warhorde.
If I had my bear out.
If I didn't die.
I actually have to update my tank beta because I think I have dual wield on my current tank build.
Okay.
When this is back when
So we won't
dual
double
wield was
pull
a thing. But any tank build that has an ice staff back bar can
Do
be
we
done with
have,
a lightning staff
a
back bar.
tank with rapids.
I do not have it.
Yeah, May tank with that.
Beautiful. We can loot as we go. Alright. Rapids in 3, 2, 1, go. And we're gonna stack everything on mittens.
I got mittens. This is mine.
Try to get mittens as close to, yeah, good. Wonderful.
My heart 3 to 1.
Cool. And then I need one. Yep. Then I need one of the tanks to line of sight both the mittens over to
I
where
got
we
it.
are by going. Great. Then we can stack everything else on where the mittens land. Yep.
That last one still way out there.
Yep, stay back there a little longer. There you go.
I only have so much magic for sure.
My favorite way for people to die in this trial is Kagudi Stampede. The best. Alright, please don't over DPS this guy. Don't do it. Don't do it.
So horn.
No.
Rip.
And then I usually like things stacked way. If you stand back, this is a good place. Yeah. Now, generally we only need the tanks to come back here, but
Nah, that's fun though.
I could have been more. Helpful if we're back out here interrupting them so that they move faster. There we go. We're almost there. We're almost there. Hey!
There we go.
My arm?
The next time we're in here, that's gonna happen right away.
They have to be interrupted like so often.
I know.
Mittens is mine. My horn 3 to
Bring
1.
the big guy over too. Just get it all over.
Come here, big guy.
I'll need a second before the boss fight.
Cool.
Same.
And then I usually like to use the junk pile as your line of sight. Now, particularly for this area, strategies I'm suggesting are the ones that were used when Morrowind went live. That was when I did this the most, and haven't ever dating. So if anybody ever learns a cool new way from this one, please let me know.
I heard you ult bomb that first Centurion. It's pretty cool.
If you send your raid lead out sacrificially first, you get a bonus score.
If you just run down here from the very beginning, it's like the speed strat.
Just all the way down to here from the first one?
You go down here, and then I think you have to have like someone interrupting. And they all
Neat.
stack like right here, but there's like 20 of them.
Okay, we're gonna learn that through speedrun. That's one.
Everyone has their Black Rose weapon.
Just get a DK in the middle, like inhaling.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
Probably.
So if you were left or right last time, just try to go to where you were. Stand in the middle, and we'll divide you up.
Reprocessing yard contamination.
Okay, it looks like you can come to the left, Mitch.
Mass reactivation.
1, 2, 3, 4. I only see 4 on one side. 1, 2, 3, 4. I will go to the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need one more DPS over here on the right. Thank you. That's beautiful. Does everybody remember this fight? Anybody have any questions? Okay. And Mitch, did you get everything
What is
sorted?
the second percentage that they go in at?
72, 42, 22.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
Or I guess 70,
It's the
40,
capacitors.
Stop at those.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
This is a normal run.
Let's do it in 3. Go.
What are you doing?
You have Nova, right?
Oh shit.
We'll adapt. If we wipe, you can put it on for the next one.
Sick, you get a Nova?
Swapping in 3.
All right, here comes
2,
the bombers.
1.
Turn for bombers.
Oh, that would help if I actually was on the right bar.
Probably. Nah, not important.
I was spamming Streaming Shield rather than my shield charge.
OP.
My horn 3, 2, 1. Oh, I'm dead.
Skip there. Thank you.
He's doing his animation.
Oh, this is good timing for that.
That was a stupid mistake on my part.
Don't let it happen again.
Swap in 3, 2, 1.
If you can stop on reducer. There's ads coming in. We can stop on reactor too. That's fine. Okay. All right. You can bring them in after you switch.
3, 2, 1. Swap.
Okay, bring them in now then. Nice and quick. Nice and quick. With the reducer.
Reactor is way out there. Get reactor.
Yep. There we go. Okay, there's bombers. Just try to take those bombers out real fast. One of them might go out. Oh, there's one more coming in.
2 more.
There we go.
Swap
2 more.
in
Oh,
3,
yeah. Get those
2, 1.
bombers down,
Swap.
please. Good job. We'll have to try to stay a few more steps back to the ring. Alright, we got bombers.
My horn 3, 2, 1. Swap in 3, 2, 1.
Good work on the bombers.
One.
Bombers.
My order, 3, 2, 1.
Swaps in 3, 2, 1. Reducer's at 46, 45.
Okay, be careful over there.
43, stop Reducer.
Yep, that's enough on Reducer. We have bombers.
Swaps in 3, 2, 1. 44 on reactor.
You can bring them in now. Everybody just focus the reclaimer. Nice and quick on the bring in, otherwise it's going to be too late. There we go.
He's going to be doing his traps while he's
Hit
stunned.
the reactor.
Swap now.
Go. Okay, bombers.
A horn, 3, 2, 1.
Good job.
Swaps
okay,
in
so
3, 2, 1.
20
balls and understand.
Earth core to the rescue.
Okay, bombers. Careful not to over DPS the claimer here. Okay,
Reducer's at
get ready to
23, bring him in, or swap 3, 2,
Just get ready.
1.
Okay, and you can bring them in now. Really fast.
My word.
Flame.
Hit the reactor. There we go. Big DPS. Get them all that. Good. And then we're going to bring them out. Make sure that you have your backs to the center tanks. Everybody else, don't stand right on top of it because you don't want to get hit by the AoE there.
Swaps in 3, 2, 1. Where's yours?
On the way.
Okay, bring in one of the bosses.
I guess you're getting both.
Reactor's gonna die.
Yeah, you're getting both.
It's just bloodthirsty. It's just
Oh,
ridiculous.
okay, so we just don't have a tank right now.
Yeah, you don't have a tank.
So just dodge roll heavy attacks. Try not to. Don't move out. Don't move out.
Nice dodge roll.
It's like the cats.
There we go.
You could almost kill him before like letting him loose.
We
like,
maybe don't even need to bring them out anymore then, because
yeah, you can nuke them because they were reactor. One of them was at like
4%.
Yeah.
Let's do that. We'll just keep them all together.
So ridiculous.
Hacks. That's what it is.
Did we miss the achievement for
Yeah, there
none
was
of them
one.
get to the center?
Yeah,
There was one for sure that
Don't
went
walk
off.
forward yet. Don't walk forward yet.
Darn. I thought we got it. I was like,
I have the thing on that tells you if you get it or not.
Oh, good. I like that there's an add-on for that.
It just barely. I think it's in raid notifier.
Yeah.
It just barely hit it.
All right. So once those doors open, the ads start walking forward. But I don't want them to walk forward. We're gonna run to where they spawn right away. So we're now, as a group, we're gonna use rapids and run all the way to the back of the thing here. So here we go. Follow me.
You're too fast.
Goddamn cats.
Great.
No wonder they're the best thieves in the world.
Ah. And now they just stay back here, and this is the good place. From right on mid.
hey guys.
So just before you say that, going forward, if we can try, if there's any reason that we need to wait up after that boss fight, try not to initiate these guys walking forward. So don't go to the door until everybody's ready. Okay. Yes. What do you want to say?
You ever seen one of them cats? Had sheets, I think they're called.
Bring this around.
The best is when you were playing it, because and he still freaking said that to you.
And then let's try to stack everything on the mittens here in the next one. Try to bring the mittens a little closer to us, and then we'll stack them on it. Here we go.
Alright, I got the mittens when they are within taunting reach.
Alright, mittens are close enough there. Let's stack them on it.
Just have to say that Shimmering Shield is OP as fuck.
Have you used it in Black Rose?
Not yet.
It's sick.
Once I get the cheese on my DK, I'll try to bring a Warden in.
Yeah, you just have 100% major heroism uptime. Like as a healer, I had 100%.
Well, this would be as a tank, so I'd have 100%. I don't know.
105%.
Don't know.
Ha.
Don't know if that works. Alright,
wait, do I have a healer?
The death hole. Go to the death hole. Yes.
My horn, 3, 2, 1?
Death hole OP. Death
I got
hole
it.
OP.
I got it.
Alright, you can hop out of the death hole now if you want. They're all.
Stay. Once you go to the death hole, you don't leave. What do you want these guys pulled?
Just on top of Mitten.
Double pull? Double pull?
Sure. Oh yeah, this is the. I forgot that these are actually 2 pulls. Yeah, this is double.
I don't know where I'm supposed to stack them. I don't know where I'm supposed to stand. I'm just gonna stand right here in this corner.
Oh, you just okay. We had
this works.
They were all stacked nicely.
Oh. Should have told me that. I didn't know where to go.
For next time. So it's on this little corner here. So they're all. Alright, we can loot those chests. And then, time to do the final boss. So, everybody make sure you've got, because we can, the most important part of this fight is execute. So make sure you've got an execute if it's available to you. And also try to make sure you have major evasion. Because that's just gonna...
I will have Northern Storm for execute. I don't know what the radius of it is, but hopefully it'll help hit peoples.
I don't think I have access to evasion.
Same.
Okay, if you don't have access to it, don't worry. Loki, you should. You're a...
Nightblades do.
I have no idea where it would come from.
So,
Mirage.
I can jump around really fast. Is that the same? Like I can evade majorly.
What is Mirage? Is that the morph of...
Third in Assassin. I don't know. It's Blur, okay. Maybe at the beginning. Yeah, I think that's what. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just put that on. So everybody, make sure you got an execute, and if you can, major evasion. Beyond stack and execute. Does everybody remember the gist of? Okay, great.
I don't have to die a lot, right? Like I don't have to.
No, we'll just do the fight and hopefully we kill some warden. We're gonna just sort out 2 stacks before we pull them. First is going to be execute, and the second is going to be the terminal phases. In terms of range DPS, I showed you guys last time where you can stand to take no damage during the regular phases. You're welcome to stand there. If you want to do a bit more DPS, you can stand in the trench with the melee. Both are fine with me, as long as you pick the one that you are most confident you won't die in. I don't mind which one it is. What I do mind is if we start floor matting it up. When you don't need to. So look for, if you want deeps, probably go in the trench. If you're if you're fine just making sure you survive, you can still do fine DPS up on the corner. You just won't get your wall of elements. So it's not that big a deal. Okay, alright, let's do it. We're gonna get our execute stack first. If you have a spot that you remember you like to stand and execute that I've given to you before, and then that right now, and we'll see who's left over.
We come from the left. Is that correct?
We'll come in from the left, that's right. But it's important to remember where you are from. Where?
Just trying to remember what I go.
Yeah.
I come across the.
Okay.
Yeah,
that
our buddies
looks good. We just need one support. Okay, so I guess Mitch is over.
Where the hell are you? Oh, there you are.
All right, that looks great. Okay, so we're all gonna go to the left here, where the assembly general is gonna be. This is where execute's gonna start from. So we're all hanging out on this side. We're all like rah rah, and then execute starts, and we're like, oh my god, get in the stack. Everybody do it. Wonderful. Okay. Nailed it, Octavio. So for execute here, couple little changes. It does more damage, so we just have to do it faster. We have to be a little bit. The stack is more important, but we've got a good one here, which is nice. Actually, we can have Valkner and Sick stand a little further forward. Actually, everybody, you can be at the edge of your little railing here. That's good. Not the support roles.
No.
That's better. There's gonna be ads that spawn more frequently during execute now, so tanks, I need you to be watching for those and taunting them, and calling out block when Mittens is doing his conduit thing. Healers above everybody else, it's important that you do not miss the blocks, because if you get stunned, we might lose. It's more dangerous if you get stunned. If the DPS goes down, then just you guys hurts if you get. So tanks are grabbing ads and calling block. Everybody is blocking. For Nova rotation, let's put Bloodthirsty's a thing. So I know technically you're supposed to do it when there's an exhaustive charge or something happening. I haven't been in here recently enough to remember exactly what percents those are at. Does anybody remember off the top of their head? If not, we're going to put Novas at 10% and 5%.
I think those were time-based.
Time-based?
Yeah.
Yeah, exhaustive
Okay.
charge is time-based. I think it's 60 seconds, 60 seconds for the first, and then 15 seconds after, or 20 seconds.
I feel like we might get one, if not any.
Yeah.
Okay. Then let's do this. Let's do Novas at 7 and 3, and if an exhaustive charge happens earlier, then we'll just bump up the first one to then. Does that work? So plan for 7 and 3, and then if we see exhaustion, whatever, then we'll do the first Nova and then the second one on the next exhaustion. That'll be our back plan.
I'll do second.
Okay, so Kat, you're gonna be the first.
Okay, so I'll be 7 or first.
7% unless it happens sooner,
Sure.
and then I'll tell you and then drop it. So just be ready for it. Okay, next is the terminal phases we're going to sort out. We're only going to kill 2 terminals and then ignore the rest of them. We're going to do our little triangle stack. I'm going to be part of the group that moves around. We're going to call it Group 2. Group 1, you're going to be able to kill the terminal that's right on top of wherever the assembly general just was. So you guys have it easy. Group 2, you're just going to follow Crown to wherever I'm going. But let's sort out these stacks here. We're going to have Group 2 follow me over here to the left, and we're going to get a stack, which I haven't actually sorted out who it is, but that's great. Yep, come on over if you want to be part of Group 2. 1, 2, 3. If we can just get a tank over here and one more DPS.
Well,
I have a question, Jared.
isn't Octavia supposed to be Group 1 tank, right?
Yeah, we'll have Octavia. Yes.
Is one or the other of the groups easier to get back up onto the blade arm side afterwards? Or does it change every time and it doesn't matter?
Technically, you would switch with somebody else to do that. You would do it like your Group 2, then Group 1, and then Group 2 again. But
Sure.
we won't worry about that for today.
So
just
Group
call it
2
when you
is
get there.
more of the
group-
right answer.
That's right. It's more
Let's
of
do
the
that.
right. Okay, so this is Group 2. That's great. And then let's have Group 1 on the other side. I'll get the stack going in a second, but Group 1 can come all the way over here. Okay. Yeah, great. And what we're looking for is that you're stacked such that you're in pairs, and the missiles, when they hit you, your AoE isn't overlapping with another pair. So if you see you're in the stack and your AoE is overlapping with somebody else, it means that you're not quite spread out enough. So we're going to have Wolf and Valkner standing right here. Great, and just make sure you're not touching the poison, but you want to be right near the edge of it. We're going to have Mitch and Octavio standing right here. Great, and we're going to have the other 2 DPS standing back here. And you want to be off to the side here. There we go. That's it. So with this little triangle here, You will all be able to be in the circle of protection. Octavia, you can just like step forward, drop it, and come back. Yep. And none of you should be overlapping your missiles. That's what we're looking for. You guys will always be making this stack wherever the assembly general just was. Okay, and on the other side, I'll make it here quick. It looks like we're already in it. Yeah, me and Sycamore at the front. A little bit farther forward is good. And then that looks great. That looks great. Good job. Okay. All right. Anybody have any questions before we just full send?
Can you go over the middle part again?
Can I stay in the trench?
I missed both the questions because they were at the same time. Let's hear Loki first.
If I keep major evasion up, can I stay in the trench?
Yep, you can stay in the trench as long as you're comfortable. It's fine. Ultimately, we'll have everybody in the trench anyway. Whatever you're gonna, as long as you're not dying, then it's fine. The only reason why I bring it is because you have the option of just being invincible if you stand up on the platform. So, but yeah, if you're confident, you're good to go. Okay, and Agent, what was your question?
No, I just wanted you to repeat that middle part.
With like the stacks?
No, all the middle part.
I don't know what the middle part is. Or is it a joke? It's a joke.
It's the part between the beginning and the end.
Do you want the Nova when we're up there and we've got the little...
Yeah, once you see a
fake
good
people?
bunch of ads stacked, you can just drop a Nova on them.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
Mitch, do you want me still to call out loud when it's
Yes,
please. Okay.
And I still want you to not necessarily wait for it. If it looks like it's being slow, you can, or if it's
Is it
out,
reasonable? I don't know if this is easier or harder, but if I say taxi, can you just say no, and then I'll just run over if it's bad time?
I will attempt to do that. The thing about it is, like, you don't spawn right on top of me. You spawn a little bit in front of me, so I have to take a couple steps to the right and then throw it down.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it'll be out of range, or you'll land in the middle. So
sure.
But,
is it?
Yeah.
Is
So
it
when
worth doing? Still?
Yeah, it is. It is. But I can never remember the timing of when to do it at first. So when does the second arm fall off? Is there a percentage or something?
You'll want to do it for him after the first arm falls is when he needs it, and it'll always be once he falls below the 10 that we're working at. So when he falls below 90, when he falls below 70, I think, like that.
Cool.
That's the timing. Yeah.
All right.
Did you just make that jump, Kevin?
Yeah, you can make the jump now.
If you do the popcorn thing,
acceleration one.
Yeah.
Whoa.
All right. Here we go. We're gonna pull. Oh wait, are we on hard mode?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, 100.
3, 2, 1. Let's go.
My horn start. 3, 2, 1.
So if you are in the trench and you haven't done it before, I think everybody that's in here has, but just make sure that you're blocking the foot. That one.
I have the finish torture.
Okay.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, so we're coming up on losing the first round here. First arm's gone.
Oh, beautiful. I didn't even have to say anything.
Get ready to stop DPS. There we go, stop. We're moving up onto the ledge now. And we're gonna AoE all these things, and you can bring them back around the corner.
They're coming. My horn 3, 2, 1. So where?
Another one on. Oh, here they come.
Okay, there. Oh, and the calefactor reset.
Okay, you can just keep them here. That's okay. We're gonna have one more ad to kill, and then we can jump down.
It's been doing that a lot, just like resetting.
Try not to get too close to them so that you're not dodging too many AoEs here. This is good. Alright, and we can jump down. Okay, we're doing terminals. Group 2 can follow me. Follow him. And try to get in your stack here.
Cat, you're in the poison. Cat, you're in the poison.
Big heals. Big heals. We have something attacking the boss. I can see the things going on. I think it's a pet. Oh no, it's the Sijic thing. Don't use your Sijic moves. if there's no terminal to hit. There we go. Okay, wait till Mayo's in his spot. He'll call out. Otherwise, don't go in the trench yet, unless you're a tank.
Oh.
Flamey's ready.
Standing by. Hurt.
Don't go in there yet.
My horn when everyone's in. 3, 2, 1, horn.
Here we go.
And the effect. Did you take the facsimile?
It'll be the next one.
I did not.
Okay.
Under
it
70.
Might have despawned then. I'll just assume that it despawned.
Jumping.
Either get knocked down, gonna have to get back up.
Oh, I just got.
Agent, grab the boss.
Oh, big heals. Got it.
So close.
We got him.
Axie, baby.
Yeah. You don't have a tank up top, just FYI.
Okay, I'm back.
There we go. You can go back up now.
Hey, boss.
I got bots.
We got a damage on him. You can go upstairs.
Oh, there's a lot of facsimiles down there.
Healer down.
Try to play as defensive as you can here while we're getting the res. Make sure you're keeping his shield up.
That Califactor is...
It didn't. What?
One of us will get him.
Horn, 3, 2, 1.
Healer back up.
Alright, and stack it all on mittens now. Block. Try to get that res. Thank you. That's everything. Okay. Alright, we can jump. I'm pretty sure group 2 we're gonna go directly opposite him. I'm not positive, but we're gonna do that for now. And then I'll correct it next time if I was wrong.
Facsimile up.
Okay, directly opposite. If that facsimile's with you, just kill it after the terminal. Okay, let's get in the stacks here. Make sure you're not in the poison.
Back up a little bit, Darwin. Beautiful.
Okay, and let's focus this facsimile here. Yeah, would you mind grabbing the res actually?
Sure. We'll need heals.
Good stuff. Oh. Wait till Mayo's in his spot. Going in the trench.
Ready.
We're gonna have to wait for that blade. Don't go in yet.
I think it was the reverse of what we thought, Jared.
2, 1.
Yeah, I think
one, then 2, then 1.
My horn.
Warden facsimile.
Go in. I think it's actually 2-2-1. Now that I think about it.
Okay.
I think the first one is just bad wherever you are.
Sure.
jumping.
Healer got knocked down.
Oh.
First arm's about to go down. There it goes. See. Whee! Here goes the second arm. There it is. Alright, we can go upstairs. Did you die to a trap right there?
Capacitor.
Okay.
Discharge.
It's better than me. We might get an
Or is discharge? Is that the little...
I'm not sure.
The kills run.
So a Nova would be excellent right now.
Yeah.
Quick, we need the necromancers.
I'm a dead.
Adjusting tactics. Probable stalemate. Adopting new tactics.
Oh my god. Okay, agents back up. If you're not resing, just try to, oh my goodness.
I'm stunned.
Trying to grab all the things.
I'm good.
Alright, yeah, I think we're gonna have to focus. Lost enough DPS to be too slow if we don't. Get back in it, Valkner. Yeah.
Oh, I am out of stand.
I believe in you. Try it.
Storm's out.
There's a lot of ways for residents to get interrupted up here.
Mittens. Get back in it. There we go. We can take a couple of the low health ones down. There we go. Finish
Did it!
Okay, we're gonna wait a minute because I think he's gonna spawn some more facsimiles based off how many people died. Hey, good. If you're upstairs, if you chose not to crench, feel free to just kill facsimiles while they're spawning. So we don't have quite as many when we come up. Another capacitor over there.
I think there's a... there he is.
So, if the next one doesn't go smoothly, it's a problem because we'll have a lot of ads during execute. Fine, though, that we just covered it. But let's just try to make sure our next phase goes smooth. Alright, we can jump down. Group 2, we're going to go to the north.
There's
like
a facsimile.
fire door. Alright, we're moving. If the facsimile's with you, just have the tank taunt it and then focus it once the thing's down. Okay, finish the facsimile. Okay, so don't forget that the next time we finish this phase, it'll be execute. Don't go in the trench till Mayo's up there. Just don't forget what the execute stack looks like. Remember your places.
I'm in position.
Alright, we can go in.
Or in 3, 2, 1.
Fine, 3, 2, 1.
jumping.
Didn't fall, everyone.
Nice. We should figure out, Octavio, maybe you're standing too far forward? I'm not sure.
Maybe.
But we don't want him to be jumping, like, because he's not pushing you back.
I know, I forgot to slot shield charge.
Yeah.
But he's not pushing.
Like, he's not doing the jump when you're... Or is it after you...
Yeah,
never mind, I'll talk about it with you.
You just punch me, so...
Okay.
Taxi getting ready.
2%.
Got a long cast time, I think. So that's fine.
Okay, here we go.
20 seconds.
Or duration, and that's not cast time.
Okay, so we need this phase to go smoothly. Play as defensively as you can here. Try not to die.
I knew I backfired sword and board for a reason.
Okay, everybody upstairs. Much detail. Touch survivability.
Got deal with Nova.
Yep.
I'll do the second one once they get stacked.
You failed me. Get that
There's Nova.
I ran into this. Oh!
Rip.
Come up again. Okay, so we might have some Sork ads, but we're gonna jump down now.
There's a Calefactor.
There is one.
Decided to come.
Stack them on the boss here as we're doing execute. Alright, jump down.
And then it sounds like another facsimile is coming. Yep.
Yeah, we can't dilly dally. Alright, so we're gonna bring
Horn
that
3, 2, 1.
all to execute, push the boss. There we go. Get into the execute stack. And then start out with some nice AoE here.
I won't have Nova Sec.
You got lots of time.
Oh.
Drop your ground dots so that you're hitting those two.
They're dying.
Make sure you keep your evasion up. Watch for ad spawns. Okay, we're gonna do first Nova very soon. Right now, first Nova.
Nova?
And do second Nova now. Good job, everybody.
Right on.
Easy peasy. This is beautiful.
That was awesome.
First prize.
That's good.
Hey,
That was very nice.
Where's the exit?
Is anybody looking for loot from this one?
I might
I could use a few war
be.
machines, but
War machine.
Yeah, I don't know.
Let's
I don't
see.
think I am.
Automated defense necklace, master art.
Take the animated nectar.
Sure. Do you mind? Can I get a just trash gold jewelry? Oh, you declined it. Guess you don't want the neck. Thanks. Oh, I don't need two. Here, take one back.
No, I need to free up inventory space.
Well, that was really solid, guys. Great job. If everybody wants to just take a look at announcements for a second. Oh, wait. I should really say this after I've already typed in the thing, but
Yes, you should.
wait
This
for
way
it.
we get to hear you make little noises.
Wait for it.
Congrats, Val.
Wait for it. Oh, ah.
Yeah.
is this anyone else's first time?
Not hard, but
First on tank.
Like wants the war machine nectar.
Oh, sure. Sorry, what's up, Mayo?
Oh, I was just gonna ask for that war machine neck, but that's not important.
Buoyant armature deckers, nice. Hey, before we leave here, can everybody check their Paul's achievements? I just want to know if anybody is still missing. Oh, it was neck there. If anybody is still missing, accept no substitute. And if anybody is still missing environmentally conscious, those are in halls.
What's it under?
Halls?
Halls
Morrowind.
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 I saw at least 3 wardens that spawned during that fight.
I do not have environmentally conscious.
Okay.
You don't have environmentally conscious?
Okay, how are we doing on the accept no substitute?
Done. I was missing 4 wardens, so we got at least.
I finished that too.
Yeah, finished it on that pull there.
All right.
Isn't that
Now
one
or
just for
forever?
completing a raid with full attendance? We don't need any fills.
Speak now before I check off accept no substitute. And it's gone. There we go. Beautiful. All right. So now we have environmentally conscious, the mystic, and then the remaining ones there. Okay, so we're not going to do another raid day. We're going to wrap it up there. But solid work, everybody. Before we wrap up here, since we've got full raid team here, and there's technically 40 minutes before the end, we won't take up that much time. But let's do a quick little vote here on the way we want to approach taking the rest of the achievements.
Before we do that, Valkyrie's right. We got. Does anyone have death counter?
Oh yeah, I do. I think I actually survived the raid.
I think
Pretty sure you did.
did too.
Yeah.
Yes. No, fuck. Now we're dueling.
You can have it this time, man. That's fine.
No, that just feels like a pity win.
First time ever.
All right, well, I'll do you after that. Good work though, everybody. That was really nice. No wipes. First T hard mode. That was beautiful. Okay, so the first option here, option 1, is going to be that we continue through the achievements as listed. That means that relatively frequently.
In terms of streaming while I'm testing PTS, probably not. Just because it's basically going to be just a bunch of parsing, which isn't all that exciting. I also kind of want to take the time to go through the parses and kind of figure out why things are happening the things they are. That preferably is done off screen, just because it does involve a little bit of just like going back and forth between like comment metrics and calculators and things like that. So I probably won't stream it, but I will release videos maybe on a daily basis. Depends on how class work kind of starts up in the first 2 weeks or so of classes.
Everybody's got to vote. Go ahead and do it. If you don't vote and you don't care and you abstain, you may become the tiebreaker. So just keep that in mind.
So one is alternate, 2 is stay.
One is alternate or rotate through them as already listed out there. 2 is focus on each one individually for longer.
Oh, this is such a hard choice.
As long as Cloudrest isn't the next one.
That's 2. 2
2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's 7 twos.
There's 7 twos.
Oh no, damn it, Kevin changed his mind. No, now there's 6 twos.
The votes were locked in. That's not true.
Who did not vote yet?
2, 3, 4.
If we have to figure out who didn't vote, you're gonna have a bad time.
We're gonna figure it out right now.
Just type 2 in the chat, and then we can.
It's Loki.
Alright, Loki, you've got to vote, my friend.
Dead to either party.
1 is rotate through. 2 is focus on each one a little longer. Rotate a little longer.
Yay!
Damn it! Alright, so the 2s have it. So that means we'll stay on each one a little bit longer. Again, we're not going to stay on them right through.
I'm going down the list again. Advice for +2. It's been a while since I've done +2. Especially the STAM DPS. The last time I'd done +2 in STAM was really long time ago. I didn't even clear it just because it was kind of like it was still in Clockwork City, so we were still trying to figure it out. I don't really have any good piece of advice for Stam in +2 AS. Besides, don't die.
If there's a
probably might want to try to have Blade Cloak up just for the major evasion, because I'm pretty sure that affects the Storm to Heavens and the jump AoEs.
We'll just start with that one. DSA doesn't count.
Yes, the sets I'm using in this particular setup is Eben, Alkosh, and Lord Warden. I have a bunch of different.
One for Asylum. Two for Asylum.
I have
okay,
a
all right,
I have a crap ton of different setups for different scenarios. So that's really.
So that would mean that we're looking at.
So yeah.
Hard mode.
But this is pretty much your tried and true Eben, Alkosh, Lord Warden is pretty much like the bread and butter for tanks.
Then we're in no depth. So those two, Asylum hard mode, and beat-typical beatdown. That is, do it without any.
Do it without any of the ads enraging.
That's right.
I mean, if we play hard mode safe, we're gonna get that one.
Sanctum Ophidia.
This Thursday.
So the initial plan would be no, but you and Valkner don't have Dream Destroyer yet, right? And you're just missing hard mode?
Yeah.
I think if everybody's okay with it, I'd like to amend the plan briefly to just put in Ma hard mode first, and then do this plan. Does that work okay?
Yeah.
Throw Destroyer is one that is a title and is worth getting for those that don't have it.
And it shouldn't be a problem for us. We should be able to
Right.
quick.
Well, I don't mind.
Is there any objections to that? Okay, cool. So here is the plan then going forward. We're going to do Ma hard mode on Thursday. Hopefully we get it in one night. Otherwise, we'll stick it out until we beat it. But I'm sure it won't take long. We've spent a long time in Cloud Rest, and that's way harder. So Ma hard mode is next, followed by Asylum through those two achievements. And then when we're done those Asylum achievements, we'll decide what trial we're going to look at next.
Are we not going to go for speedrun then? Before we switch?
Oh, that one is in there, isn't it?
Yeah, Swift Mercy.
Oh, I just had it way near at the end. I had no death would have been easier. I do think Sanctified is easier.
Yeah.
You can do it +0. You just do it without dying. Maybe we'll include it. Yeah. Well, we're gonna focus on Asylum next, and we'll do is maybe you're right. Going to speedrun is probably worth it. Yeah.
See how far we've come from our 50-some minutes from last year.
But then when we wrap up with Asylum, then we'll talk about what our next raid's going to be. Cool. All right, thanks everybody for coming out today. Again, great job. Thanks for sticking around to sort out our roadmap there. And yeah, that was fun. Good work. And we're out a half hour early. I'll see everybody on Thursday if I don't see you before then. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and disband the group now. Solid job, everybody. Sunspire's so... It'll be so cool.
Jared, do you want for Asylum tank heals? Question mark?
So we only need 2 tanks again. I am open to however we have a pool of 5 people that are commonly in support roles, and I'm happy with whatever combination is you are all happy with.
Here's what I propose, and I'm being like 80% serious.
We don't.
Oh God.
Let me tank. Let me.
Okay, go, huh?
And then
I'm gonna take off. Good night, guys.
Good idea.
So you
want a
tank
DPS
homes and then what?
Put a DPS behind me.
I'd prefer not to do that plan. But if
speedrun we're in it.
Hypothetically, if you wanted to tank Ohms, we could look at putting a healer behind you and then having one of the normal tanks, DPS and Cat and Wolf heal. That being said, Mitch, if you're okay with it, you have by far the most practice of anyone in Mayflower in that back role, so nobody else would have to learn it if you're okay with doing it again.
I'm certainly okay with doing it again.
DPS in behind the tank. I don't understand.
Because I would be dodge rolling everything. I would build
He
a dodge
would
roll tank, and I
theoretically
would
take no damage. Theoretically.
In theory.
Theoretically.
I've done it before. I did it on +1, and it was fine.
You did it. But like the also DPS behind there is gonna not be able to do a lot of DPS and be able to time like all those exhaustive
DPS
charges
than I
and
will.
heal.
Our Swift Mercy will need all our DPS.
I could DPS back there.
I just want to do it on tank because my main is DK and melee sucks in AS hard mode.
Don't you?
Well,
even with like the creep, we still need like a ton of health back there, right?
You need a ton of speed back there is what you need more than anything.
Like a DPS kind of realistic.
You just dodge roll.
It's really tight.
But as a Magicka, I don't know if you'd have enough stam.
I don't know. I res people back there a lot. Just spend half the time back there in some progression groups. So I don't know. I've done it as a DPS. I feel like.
And Wolf, you generally like to heal that one, right? In the not tank, the group healer role.
I generally like to run any trial other than VAS. And we'll probably be calling in with the Breath of Orcage when we go back in there, so maybe want to look into other options.
Mayo wanted to heal. At one point we had put together some healing theory crafting for a Sork healer back there.
Yeah, I think me being miserable is better than Mayo healing, so I
Wow! Ow.
If you prefer Wolf, I can talk to Gatya or Sophie for the asylum runs if we know they're coming up. But we'd still love to have you if you're okay.
Yeah,
I know it's probably your least favorite
We love
trial.
playing with you, but we don't want you to be miserable. If you don't like it, you certainly don't have to come.
Yeah.
No, how about this? No, because I know they probably both got hard mode clears, right?
I know Sophie does. Not sure about.
Watch that stream.
Yeah.
Also, Mayo and I could like heal like that. I don't like the healer back there. The group healer really, he'll be fine. He'll be totally fine.
Think about what you want to do, Wolf, because I know it's your least favorite. But if you're whatever role you want to do in there, we'll accommodate it. And if you don't want to do it at all, we'll find somebody that can, and we can put you places for that one.
All right, we'll talk about this on Discord and see what's what.
But yes, we'll everybody think about what you want. A lot of options here with how we want to tackle this, and ultimately one of our support people still needs DPS because we don't want 5 supports. So we'll have to sort that out. If we do, Mitch, what you were suggesting, then we need 2 of our support people. Yes, we'll only have 1, which is also possibly fine. But I don't know if we have enough support people that are willing to DPS. So we'll sort that. But one step at a time. Thursday's Mahar mode.
Yeah.
Yay.
Octavio and Valkner, that is the last achievement you need for Tro, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, great.
Also, I can swap to Magblade, but at the moment it's not pretty, so I'll have to work on it a bit.
Okay.
Yep. I'm gonna
But
say.
everybody think about what they want to do.
I'm gonna say definitely tank for AS because I do not want to mag blade or mag DK or stam DK that fight.
I mean, I could DK it.
I mean,
You've done a lot of off tanking in there, right?
I have not done any off tanking in
Not
AS.
me, nope.
Neither of us. Yeah, we don't have anyone who has.
Well, I guess I've done it for 1 run. It was not
tanking was it Elzo?
Elzo was off tanking. Yeah. I mean, I know how to off tank. I just have never actually been put in a position to off tank it.
Yeah.
There's certainly a lot more that you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely
It's a little less stressful because not every light attack will kill you if you don't block it. But
then you also have to make sure you're stacking shit right.
Right. It's more mechanics and less punishing.
It's a little less sleep-inducing.
But I only main tanked briefly, and maybe it's because I'm bad and I should feel bad. I couldn't see anybody else. I don't know how people raid lead as tanks. But
it's a lot of fun. You should try it sometime.
I was terrified the whole time I was doing it. I was like, man, if I miss 1 block, I'm dead. And then the group wipes because you don't really recover from the main dying. But that's okay. That's why I'm excited to. I'm gonna be running a bow in there. That's gonna be fun.
Oh shit.
Bow build.
Next, when Wrathstone comes out, I can be Matchblade in there. But I'm not going back in there on my Sork. My Sork already has the better Asylum scores an achievement. Khajiit time. I'm the raid lead. I do what I want.
Where do you get Mendy?
AA.
Aetherian Archive.
When do we do crack trials? When there's not enough people?
That's correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although,
We'll pug
if
it.
you want,
No.
if you want, do you need jewelry or body pieces? Okay, your best bet would be to pug it on normal.
We're pugging it.
Here we go.
If you want, like right now, I can. There's still time.
Let's do
I would
it.
just hop in with you.
Okay, let's do it.
Anybody that's up for doing Aetherian Archive, you can just type X.
Can I
Hang
make
on, I gotta
it
log back in.
You can do whatever you want.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, right.
I'm gonna call
This
it
is
a night.
normal. Have a good night, Wolf.
See ya.
Good job.
Wait, I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
I'll-
my DK.
Actually,
Come on, whatever. It literally doesn't
Group
matter.
invite failed.
Oh,
Rip.
Try just typing X again. Okay.
Cat, are you tanking or healing?
I don't. I can do
We're gonna
both. I'm on my
spawn around
tank
here,
right
I
now.
Alright, you can tank then.
Okay. You can one tank this, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Normal.
Yeah.
it's normal. You don't. You can
Oh,
zero
right.
tank it if you want it.
We don't need gear.
Do you remember the no weapons halls run?
Yeah,
That was
that
awesome.
wasn't fun.
Yeah.
It was the Nordic bathing towel, right?
Yeah. I think it was pretty great. It was just I didn't think through that it was the longest trial in the game.
We shouldn't have done that.
But it was great for the first like 3 bosses. Port. Let's just start running. If everybody wants to just spam zone with looking for more.
And then we like do a normal asylum too.
Probably. I believe
Alright
it.
guys, so
Yeah, we did normal
I'm just gonna hop
asylum
around my
after
tunes real
we
quick. I
had
have to kind of
cleared
reorganize a
that
couple
asylum hard
of gear
mode.
stuff.
Oh right, yeah, that's right. We pugged it with our
2 pugs.
and some people were
that's
being a
right.
bunch of goofs, being like, "Ooh, where'd you get that skin?" in chat.
Who might these people be, Jared?
Hey, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I swear.
It was your idea to pug it.
That was my idea to pug it, but I wasn't talking in text chat.
So yeah, I'm just gonna need to hop around my tunes a little bit, kind of reorganize inventory because I am moving around a couple of gear stuff. So I'm gonna call it a night there. Now I did mention that I'm not going to be streaming my PTS test just because it's basically going to be just a crap ton of parsing, which is fairly boring. Plus I also do go back and forth between parses and calculators just to kind of make sure that what I'm seeing is supported by the mathematics behind it, or rather the mathematics is supporting what the comp metrics are saying, and just trying to tease out any sort of nuances or sort of things that might be unexpected in the parses. So we'll not be streaming any sort of PTS tests I'm doing. Currently though, I can tell you what I have tested. Right now I'm just kind of focusing in on the racial changes. So I'm looking at what races are going to be best for which classes. I've just been doing it on Warden right now, just because that's one of my more familiar classes, but I will be doing it on a Nightblade or a Templar, just so we can get an idea of how the additional crit damage modifier plays a role, because of that crit chance from Khajiits might make them stronger, or rather it will make them stronger in Magplar and Nightblades. So currently right now in terms of testing, it does look like Khajiits are actually going to end up being pretty strong for Magic DPS racial choices. In terms of where they stand compared to the High Elves, which is going to be the next obvious choice, Khajiits actually have, at least from my test, had a higher max and a lower average, but that is a self-parse. So when you include Major Force, then the Khajiits are going to end up being stronger compared to the High Elves. So that is kind of where it stands. So it does look like Khajiits are actually going to be the strongest race for magic DPS. Now for standard DPS, the data right now is a little bit weird, mainly because there's a lot of races that I have to test. So I have to test Orcs, Redguard, Dunmer, and Bosmer, and Khajiits. So there's 5 different races I have to test. Right now, again, I'm just doing this on a Warden. And it does seem like Khajiits and Orcs are pretty close. It's easier to sustain on the Orc because they do have a little bit of that sustain boost. I think it's like 380 stam every 5 seconds. So the Orcs, it's a little bit easier to sustain the Orcs, but sustain is pretty similar and DPS is pretty similar. So Khajiits are stronger. I still need to test out Dunmer though, just because mathematically Dunmer should be the best if you're able to sustain. Just a matter of whether I am capable of sustaining on a Dunmer. Again, this is a self-buff parse, but I am using Lalafoot, so it should give me a fairly decent idea of how well I'd be able to sustain in a raid as a Dunmer. So once I kind of finish up organizing my inventory, move some gear around, I will be jumping back on the PTS and finishing up those racial tests. And then from there, I want to take a look at the enchant changes and whether that affects dual wield versus two-handed versus bow for your front bar choice, and then also main hand enchants for stamina DPS if you are going to be dual wielding, whether it's going to be double infused still, or if you're going back to something like Nerd Precise or Nerd Infused. So that's pretty much kind of the direction I'm going to be going for PTS tests, and then obviously as things continue to be released for PTS notes and the questions are discussed on Toxic Rating Environment, I'll be doing more and more tests. I will be releasing videos on those tests once I finish them and take a look at all the data. School classes are starting up again for me, so I do have 4 classes, so 12 credits, so I do kind of want to take a look at my class schedule and where that all my playtime is going to kind of where that's going to fall in terms of what sort of workload I have and things like that. The good thing is I'm not taking a stats class. Stats tends to be the most time intensive in terms of workload. It's mostly epidemiology and some public health classes, so hopefully that just means a lot of reading, a lot of writing, most of which I'm able to power through fairly quickly. So hopefully this semester will be a little bit easier in terms of workload, so I can stream a little bit more often, or maybe play games a little bit more often as well. So that's pretty much it for this stream. I did see a couple of messages came up, but Discord is blocking it, so 1 second.
Okay, we have somebody that says they're a tank.
Oh,
but
cool.
That's cool.
So yeah.
It'd be awkward when.
Alright, you switch to healer then.
So again, I don't do PvP builds. I am almost entirely a PvE player. I only venture into PvP on occasion, mostly for things like the Battleground Daily or for the Transmute rewards from Cyrodiil. That's really my only real PvP experience there, so a lot of it is just kind of zerging and things like that. So in terms of PvP experience, I would probably say turn to other streamers, other content creators. Again, I'm not the best resource for PvP. I know very basic PvP stuff, but more intricate stuff, I would probably look at like Feng Rush. So in terms of but race for PvP builds, for stamina, honestly, I know Argonians are very strong for PvP because of that potion passive, but Bosmer are also fairly decent because of that stealth reduction, but beyond that, those are the only 2 races that I know for arguments for using in PvP. The other races, again, I'm not 100% sure kind of where they stand in terms of the PvP meta, so I would probably, again, recommend going to Feng Rush, maybe asking him on one of his streams what sort of race is best for any sort of stamina PvP build, because a lot of it is also dependent on what you want to do in PvP, whether you're doing small scale, like 1vx kind of thing, if you're doing large ball zergs, or if you're doing like Battlegrounds, so you know, the 4v4 in Battlegrounds, so that's kind of a little bit dependent on that as well. So in terms of PvE assuming class and race. Right now, red guards are the best, but once Wrathstone comes out, that's coming out in about a month and a half or so. It does look like you have a couple different options. I still have to test out all the different races, but right now it does seem like red guards are losing out compared to Khajiits and Orcs in terms of raw DPS, but in terms of sustain, red guards are far and beyond much stronger than Khajiits and Orcs right now. So if you can sustain it, then Khajiits and Orcs are looking to be stronger than Red Guards. Same thing with Dark Elves. Dark Elves mathematically, if you're able to sustain it, are going to be stronger than Red Guards. So that would be race. In terms of PvE class, Nightblades are currently doing the highest DPS. They do have them probably one of the more complex rotations though. If you want to do high DPS and have a relatively easy rotation, Stam Decay is actually not that bad. It's a very simple rotation, at least compared to like a Nightblade, but it also does good DPS as well. Wardens are also pretty decent for PvE. Their rotation's kind of centered around the Shulk's move, so you basically want to do Shulks, 2 abilities, then Shulks again. So the rotation concept is very simple, but it is very dynamic, so it does end up being a little bit more difficult PvE Warden stuff. I do intend on testing out that new Stam set. The problem is it's more of a group set, so a self-buff test will only basically tell me how much DPS am I losing compared to using Advanced Yokeda. That's not necessarily a bad thing, because that's still good information to know how much DPS you're losing, and then from there you can kind of make a determination as to, okay, I'm losing a certain number of a certain amount of DPS, but how much am I giving back to the group when I do have minor vulnerability, 100% uptime. So it's not a useless test, a solo test, but the Stam set is going to be more indicative of a group scenario, so a group test would be more useful to kind of test out that Stam set. Unfortunately, a lot of the people that I run with, we don't really do PTS too much, so like raid PTS is not really a thing until Elsewhere comes out and we're testing out Sunspire. But I do intend on testing out that new Stam set. I also do intend on testing out, I believe it's Deadly Strikes, that was changed to increase the bleed damage or damage over time abilities. So I will actually test out a couple of the new sets that were released or updated, and I kind of see where they stand compared to our meta sets, which are at this point kind of just War Machine and Advanced Yokeda on the front bar there. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I do want to start organizing all of my stuff here, as well as go back into PTS to start hammering out some more tests, particularly the racial tests. I kind of want to finish up the racial test tonight, record it tonight, and have it released either tomorrow or the day after once I go through all the data. Right now, a lot of different people are testing a lot of different sets and a lot of different combinations, so I will probably be taking a look at what people are testing on Toxic Raiding Environment and just you know, making sure that my results are at the very least consistent with what other people are getting. Alright, so again, I'm going to organize my stuff here, do my writs, and then head over to the PTS to finish up the ratio testing for tonight. Again, hopefully I'll be able to get that out tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. It'll be dependent on whether I'm able to get through all the tests in time before I need to go to bed. I do have evening classes, a lot of evening classes this semester, so I can stay up a little bit later. So I am anticipating being able to finish everything and then recording it either tonight or tomorrow for release within the next 2 days or so. This will tell us which race, at least from self-buff tests, what race is going to be best. I've already kind of covered in terms of mathematically where the races stand, so this self-buff test is more of a does the mathematical theory hold up when you actually test it out. So thanks for watching the stream, guys. I am finally back in a position where I can stream more more regularly. So the next stream is going to be tomorrow night. We're not going to be doing Black Rose Prison. We're actually going to do the new dungeons on the PTS with our current Mayflower team, the 4 of us. So we'll be doing Vet Hard Mode, so hopefully you guys will be able to experience that with us and kind of figure out what the mechanics are that way. So that's going to be tomorrow night. In terms of Wednesday night, I'm moving that raid night to Friday night, so I will not be streaming on Wednesday. It'll be Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Sunday will be the 5 streaming nights for the week. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you guys tomorrow night for some PTS action.